Every day I have a new ick with men.
And drives sports cars, big ick.
The bare minimum is the minimum that you expect from someone.
If he's driving a Lamborghini, red flag. Lamborghini in general is just a red flag.
For me, personally, they have to do more. They have to give me more. I'm not accepting the bare minimum shit anymore.
Do you want to know the best thing that I've learned in my 30s?
That I can't stand men.
Got myself ready and got nowhere to go. So I bought 2 cats to feel less lonely.
Dating is hard. Dating is exhausting.
You know why dating's so hard for you?
People are like, oh, you're 30 and not married. And I'm like, yeah.
People are always like, oh, dating apps suck.
This concept of feeling like you are on sale and have to market yourself.
Have you considered becoming a foster girlfriend? Thousands of men are seeking emotionally intelligent women to take care of them temporarily.
So I matched with this guy on Hinge. Things are going great.
He blocked her.
Bro, tell me what the fuck this man that literally ghosted me. He literally...
You were the side girl.
I'm old. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to date anymore. I don't want to get to know people. I don't want to be like, am I going to be your parents? When's the first time we can poop in front of each other? I don't want to do any of that. I'm just ready to, like, be married and old.
If you have an obsessive crush on somebody that does not like you back,
Give up. Sometimes you have to give up.
This guy is so funny. So he takes clips from women that are 2-3 minutes long and he tells you in 5-10 seconds exactly what happened in that video.
I'm either about to get my feelings really hurt.
She talks to a guy who make her go crazy and she keeps talking to him.
Do you think women hit a wall?
Men are right when they said women hit the wall at 35.
But it spun me all the way around and I hit the wall. Hit the wall, the wall,
the wall. No man on earth can make you fall. I have just found out at 34 years old that I'm actually 5'11", nearly 6 foot. For my adult life, I always thought I was 5'7", but then I downloaded Hinge and met these men that had the audacity to say that they were 5'11". Honey, you are 5'7", like me.
But they use a ton of makeup and filters on their pictures.
I find every time I get on Hinge, which is not a novel concept, but for some reason I always think it's going to be different for me, my self-esteem goes through the floor. Anyone that I like does not like me back. And anyone that likes me makes me wonder why, in what world?
And she doesn't understand that's her level. She will never understand that.
We would be a match.
Have you noticed that men, they don't hate bouncy, fuckable 25-year-olds? They don't hate grandma, they hate middle-aged women. Is it because you're kind of confused because on the one hand, we remind you of your mother and you hate your mother, so you don't want to fuck your mother, and it's kind of some Oedipus complex that you're trying to get over? Or is it because we're not easily manipulated anymore and we're harder to please because you have to...
Okay guys, so I have compiled here a list of things on why you shouldn't date an older woman. Let me know down in the comments if I missed anything. They're less agreeable, they're stuck in their ways / unhealthy habits, they argue more, they think they know everything even when they don't. They're far more likely to be a feminist or hate men. They have more baggage, more trauma from previous relationships. She will try to compare you to every boyfriend she's ever dated, and you have to be better than every man that came before you. They're more demanding, they have higher standards, they have a higher body count, they're usually less feminine and more masculine. They're less likely to give you healthy kids. If I missed anything, let me know down in the comments.
To be accountable for your actions and shit.
A man doesn't want dictatorial woman in his home. The less feminine you are, the more you're going to struggle. The more you're going to be fighting against the biological tide rather than working with it.
Single ladies, I've got a question. Where are the eligible bachelors? In the last 2 weeks, I've been to America. I've been to Manchester for a weekend. Also went to my first run club with a couple of hundred people. Not one single person. Not one.
But I'm sure she had no problems in her 20s.
Girls, you cannot complain to me that you can't find a man of God when you're hanging out at clubs.
I'm so fucking tired of dating, which is fun, and generally I enjoy it. But I am tired of my weeknights being spent getting dressed up. I just want someone to come over and lay on the couch so I can feel someone's body heat.
So she wants to have everything that comes with having a boyfriend or a husband, but she doesn't want to put in the work to get a boyfriend or a husband.
That isn't this guy.
Yeah, okay, so she
He's
already
sick of
has
me
cats.
too. He's sick of it. They want me home. They want me on the couch. They want a new dad. They want a
So it's more than one cat. Okay.
father. This is a fucking home without a male figure. They're fucking sick of it.
My problem is when it comes to men, that when they're telling me all things like, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, I'm so in love with your smile.
They're lying just to smash you. It's so easy. Everything they're telling you, it's a lie just to get what they want. Why do women don't understand this?
Smile, I want to be the man for you, all this stuff, when they've just met me, is I believe it because I truly believe that I am that amazing.
No, you're just stupid. It's so simple.
That why would you not think all of that? So when the girlies and the guys are like, why are you falling for that? They're saying to everyone, I truly believe with every ounce of my body that I do have the nicest smile you've ever seen in your life, and that I am the most beautiful girl that you've ever come across, and that you do want to spend the rest of your life with me despite the fact that you only met me 10 minutes ago.
And then they wonder why no man wants me, and then they cry on TikTok.
So it is a little delusional because am I still single? Yes, and have I been for 4 years? But it's not the point. It's not the point. Because the second that I stop thinking I'm that bitch, it all goes downhill from there. But I mean, I guess I'm not really on the top of the hill, am I? But
so as a therapist, yes, I'm a therapist, it might shock you guys. I have been asked for like dating advice a lot, which is insane to me because I've never really had a great relationship.
But she's a therapist, and you could see the cat in the background.
So why'd you quit being a therapist then?
I didn't believe in therapy much anymore.
What do you mean?
It's a subscription model system where they come in and you're told you can't fix people that fast or the system doesn't like it because you're not making enough money off of people. A lot of the people coming in were there because they had no one else, and so they were paying me to be their friend, and that feels wrong. I should be fostering the relationships that they can go have forever that enrich them, not make them poorer. I have clients come in that say my therapist ruined me financially because they never moved me on, and I didn't realize it till 10 years later, and I would have been better off without my therapist.
Just remember, guys, 90% of women that you see on TikTok that are over 30, 35 and are still single, they all talk about therapy. They've all been to therapy and they're still single.
Love needs action. Trust needs proof. And sorry needs change. So look for effort. Verify words with action. And look for behavior changes. Confirm who they are, not by what you feel, think, or hope for, but what you see displayed in their daily actions.
Good men exist. They are out there. And I need you to realize that if you put out the energy of every man is a manipulator, a cheater, a POS, so on and so forth, if you put that energy out there, you are going to attract men that are those kinds of people. I think it's safe to say that almost every woman I've ever met, including...
It's not about energy or anything to do with that. That's the kinds of men that they like. They like the Chad. They like the bad boys. And then they start crying on camera when the bad boys cheat on them. When the bad boys don't want to be in a relationship with them. It's so stupid, guys. It's so stupid. And if you tell them, look, I have a friend. He's a very good guy. Oh, I don't like nice guys. I don't like good guys because they're boring.
Including myself, has been cheated on and treated poorly by a man. However, that should not change your perception of the man that you want to attract into your life. Do the healing work. Focus on bettering yourself and...
And how do they do the healing work? They go to a therapist. And what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The therapist just tells them what they want to hear. Nothing changes.
Nurturing yourself again and getting back on your feet, but also put the energy out there that there is a man out there that is going to love you the way that you deserve, treat you the way that you deserve, and
nobody, I repeat, nobody deserves anything in life. If you want something, you have to work for it. Just because you think you deserve this kind of man or this kind of man that doesn't mean that that guy will just fall from the sky. So I don't agree with her. We will skip this video.
I am single until married.
What? Wait, you're single until married?
I'm single until married. So, I mean, I could be dating, but I'm still single.
So you would not...
She will still smash, man, but she will be single till she's married.
Not have a boyfriend.
I make it very clear when I meet men, we're not exclusive, and that I possibly can be taken away sooner or eventually until married.
You know what? I actually...
So she's looking for a husband, but she's not acting like a wife. Okay. Can you see their mentality, how they think?
I agree with this. Single until married. No providing until marriage. You got to pay for your food on the first date, second date, third date. I don't have to protect you until we're married. This is wonderful. I like it.
Go ahead, run.
Boys,
Let's
we're
run.
single till married.
Let's run.
Or if we're in Barbados, we're at the cafe, and a hoodlum steps up.
They do it all the time.
I'm just gonna be like, nah, you can take care of this, and I'll just like walk away. Because single till married.
Yeah.
Boom.
You can prove me wrong real quick. I'm just going to ask you one question, and I already know the answer to it, but I'm hoping that you surprise me. What is it that you bring to the table for this 1%? Besides a place for him to stick his...
I give great massages.
Are you like, have you...
All women can do that. Even if they don't know how to do it, you can teach them. So that's nothing special.
You've been trained? Like, are you a massage therapist?
No, it's like natural.
Wait, what else do you bring to the table?
Cook, I clean, I'm fit, I would raise the kids.
Like very basic shit that every woman can do.
And wait, remind me, your age, you're 37, right?
36.
Oh.
But she's still single. And she's 36. So till she finds a husband, till she starts having kids, she'll be 40. So what kids is she taking care of? I don't get it.
You can't give him kids either. Where did you find her, Brian? You're almost 40. The biological clock is pretty much clocked out at this point. And you want a multi-millionaire, 0.1%, in an area that has the most
Tons of
beautiful young
millionaires.
20-year-old women on planet Earth. Does that summarize your position?
You are a 4 at best.
Guys aren't meant to see this many hot bitches.
Back in the olden days, they would see 200 baddies in their whole life. And now
In
it's
their
like...
whole life.
In their whole life. And now it's like they are desensitized to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll have conversations with my guy friends where I need to check them, where I'm like, you need to check yourself. They'll be like, oh, well, her hair wasn't perfect, or she didn't have like veneers, so I just didn't. And I'm like, you are a 4 at best. Like,
But it's the same with women. It's the exact same thing. And I know some men out there are delusional. But it's the same with women. It's the same.
Like, this is insane. You think that you have access. You actually, they're so delusional. They think that
They're
they
so
can
f***ing delusional.
bag like these hot girls because there's so many hot girls on Instagram.
And then they f***ing do them dirty because you think you're going to get another batter, which it's like at one point we all start to even out, but also at the same time, it's like, this is my thing. I always say your resume is trash on paper and in real life.
Exactly.
Your resume is trash for you to...
But if you have a good resume and you have your money and your fit and you have everything that women are looking for, then yeah, you can date 20-something-year-olds. Yes, then you can pick whatever woman you want. But if not, then you can't complain, my guy, because you're just delusional.
You be talking like this, sounding like this, and acting like you have so many options available to you.
No, it's crazy.
First of all, you can't look like that and have a trash resume and expect to bag a 10 every time. You're funny. You're not that funny.
Men run into trouble when they want the woman to do more than a woman can do or will do. There are many things that a woman can do in a relationship, but there are at least as many things that a woman can't do. And unfortunately, these are the things that men tend to go to women for. Like, a woman isn't going to make you happy. She can't. She's not going to bring you peace. She can't. She isn't going to complete your life.
I disagree with this. So if you already have peace in your life, you are already happy with yourself, being alone, why would you invite a woman in your life that doesn't make you as happy as when you were alone, or happier? Why would you want a woman in your life that doesn't bring you peace? You already have peace. So why would you be with an argumentative woman?
She can't. Only you can make yourself happy. Only you can bring yourself peace, and only you can complete your life. Don't look to a woman for those things. That's expecting the cherry to be the sundae. And that's not fair to her because you're setting her up for failure, which will only lead to anger, resentment, and disappointment. It's a much better idea, men, to get those things from the rest of your sundae. Like, if you have the ice cream and the syrup and the whipped cream, you're gonna be pretty happy and satisfied with or without the cherry.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
So when I was pregnant, my daughter's due date was May 21st. That's a Gemini, but it's very close to not being a Gemini. And so I asked my doctor if I could get induced early so that my daughter would not have to live as a Gemini. And she said that that wasn't a valid enough reason.
I swear some people shouldn't be parents.
So now my daughter's a Gemini, and I love her, but she's only 2.5, and I do worry that I'm not gonna vibe with her.
Ladies, where have all the good men gone? Do you want to know where they went? They have retreated to their homes. Do you want to know why? Because the good men are the ones that have put in so much effort and had women trash them for putting in the effort. They've had women take advantage of them because they want to be a gentleman, they want to open the doors, they want to pay for your dinner, and you just expect that is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The idea that you should have multiple men pandering after you just to see which one is the best is atrocious. And
yeah, they want us to compete for her attention, to see who can bring the best gift, who can bring the most flowers, who can take her on the best trip. I'm not going to be part of that. If you want to be part of that, good for you. You're a simp. Go ahead. I'm not going to do that.
And this is coming from someone who very clearly wants traditional values in a man and in a relationship. But I am not going to be ignorant to the idea that I'm going to have to contribute something to that relationship too.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put in the effort as well. I'm going to have to be able to communicate and have conversation and be really comfortable with who I am, but at the same time understand that if I want a man to be comfortable with himself, I am going to have to allow him the ability to feel comfortable when he is in my presence.
There's no good masculine men out there who can actually help me with the basic necessities of life, and so I gotta do it all on my own. When we get to the extreme of hyper independence, we come to this belief that we no longer need the presence of a man, or that we
And then they become very masculine, and then they wonder why they only attract weak beta men.
We no longer need the presence of anybody. We end up leaving no room for a high quality man into our lives who wants to provide, who wants to show up. Can you set the intention to actually make room to receive that man?
Here's the tough part. What was her job at the beginning? Was it bitch and complainer or cheerleader? Well, originally she was the best cheerleader. That's why I chose her forever. She made me feel like the fucking best.
The sad part is that I know personally, and I've read your comments, and I can see online, that a lot of men would put up with a lot from women from the start. They see the red flags from the start, but they put up with them just to not be alone, so they can smash. And then they wonder why she cheated on them or why she left.
Well, at what point did it change? Because guys do what you cheer them on to do. But the more you disregard, the more you complain, the more you go like, well, it wasn't done the way I wanted to, my way, the less they're going to be like, I want to fight for you.
When you see she's starting to change, you try to fix it. Why is she changing? It's because of two things. It's because of her family, or it's because of her friends. Can you resolve it? Have a conversation with her. If she doesn't change, you leave.
If you start taking your guy's kneecaps out, he stops fighting for you. Well, I don't want to be accountable for that because he should be stepping up. He should be standing up. You hit him in the kneecap, though. You're kneecapping the guy that you want to stand up, and you're the reason he's doing it. How conflicting for this guy.
It is conflicting, but I don't think that men are communicating that. I just think that
men who are isolated, men who don't have mentors, men who aren't taught the way, men who don't even know they can be warriors,
Right.
The only influence that these guys have, and this is a very important sentence, the only influence and the only person that they want happiness, the only person they want to feel joy and connected, the only person they want intimacy and love, the only person that matters is their girl, and how important her opinion is. And what opinion is she giving is also important. And as soon as she's the nagging, complaining one, the most important resource in his life does not approve of him. He's not good enough. He's a problem. He doesn't do anything fucking right.
My guy, when you start seeing that she acts like this, if you don't resolve the problem or if you can't, and you stay in that relationship, you don't get to complain after 2-3 years when you're too tired or you're ready to give up and you want to break up with her. You don't get to complain. You don't.
Why would men want to approach women today when they no longer have to worry about just being rejected, but also have to worry about being accused of harassment?
So that's kind of effed up. Because, I mean, there's a fine line between trying to pick up on a woman and, like, forcefully going after her after she already said no.
Right, I agree with that. Obviously, if the woman rejects the man, I think he should, leave her alone. Right. But I'm saying, what do you think about a woman basically feeling like basically annoyed that the guy even approached her just to begin with?
I think that's personal issues.
I think social media has them very brainwashed, and I think that they like the attention, whether it's good or bad.
Because men will be mean. Like, why wouldn't a man approach a woman?
Well, what does that mean?
Basically, men see a woman, they see something they like, and they just go for it without thinking. Men do not think. They don't think.
Next level, this girl brought her cheating, undocumented boyfriend over the border and dropped him off in Mexico. No way to get back into the States. She told him they were going to Six Flags. Six Flags! He fell asleep in the car and she drove it and documented it. This is one way to really break up with him. He can't get back into the country. I saw some attorney post on here that if he tries to get back into the country without a visa and he gets caught, he'll be banned for like 10 years and he won't be able to ever get citizenship, like unless he remains out of the country for 10 years. See, it's next level, but also like...
I thought everything was going really well.
It's not you, it's me.
Oh.
When they say that, it's always you. It's not her.
No, yeah, I could see that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, you said it's not you, it's me. And by me, you meant you, like implying it was your fault, which I totally get.
Okay, I was just saying that to be polite.
Exactly. You're a liar. You just lied to me. And honesty's the foundation of a healthy relationship.
You know what? I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Exactly, because you have poor interpersonal communication skills, which is why we can't communicate well, hence why the relationship's not working, which is why I agree when you said it's your fault and not mine.
You're a horrible boyfriend.
Was a horrible boyfriend, because as of about 20 seconds ago, you broke up with me, so that's how that works. Haha. Forgot my coffee. Gotta stay caffeinated.
Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.